Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Sunday, October 13th. Got warm and dry weather continuing into early next week, but a pattern change will be on the way for mid to late next week. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today. Beautiful fall weekend is going to continue. If you enjoyed yesterday, got plenty more of that today. So near record to record warmth will continue to be possible. We did set 2 new records yesterday at Pocatello and Idaho Falls. But again, seasonally warm and dry conditions will continue into early Wednesday. Our next system will arrive throughout the day on Wednesday and all day Thursday, as a Pacific trough helps to bring a cold front through our area. And what that means for us is widespread precipitation chances and temperatures turning much colder, the coldest we've seen so far this season. And taking a quick look at satellite for you this morning, a weak area low pressure was able to find its way in from the coast, currently situated up there in the northern Great Basin. That's going to continue to work southeast out of our area today, so any cloud cover that you see out there this morning should be drifting south later today. Should be a beautiful Sunday out there. And a look at the bigger picture wise, as you can see right in the center of your screen, very strong low pressure system currently in the Gulf of Alaska. That's the equivalent to about a Category 3 hurricane. Central pressure is estimated at about 962 millibars. So a pretty impressive storm, and we're going to be getting that as it weakens and shifts east here. But overall, big pattern change with widespread precipitation and much colder temperatures, courtesy of this system as it continues its progression east over the coming days. And weather risk outlook for your next 5 days. Nothing to talk about through Tuesday. Again, seasonably warm and dry conditions will continue into early Wednesday, and that's where we're going to start to see some rain. Mountain snow showers begin to filter in northwest to southeast throughout the day. But other than that, turning to Thursday, winds will be ramping up, and we're going to get that cold front coming through. So again, breezy winds, a mix of rain and snow showers, and snow levels will continue to fall throughout the day on Thursday, reaching valley floors by Thursday night. So we are tracking the potential there for some snow, even in the valleys, heading into Thursday and Friday morning. And here's kind of a look at the next 7 days for you. So overall, through Wednesday, we're looking like we'll stay seasonable to seasonably warm, highs in the 60s, 70s to low 80s. But as you can see, precipitation timing-wise. So Wednesday, we're starting off dry, increasing chances in the afternoon and evening hours. All day on Thursday, mix of rain and snow showers. And then as you can see, Thursday night into Friday, those snow levels drop pretty quickly. So as I get that colder air mass settling in, snow levels will fall to valley floors as we start to dry out. So any moisture that still remains in our area will end up transferring over to all snow, so we could see some snow across our lowest elevations, especially heading into Friday morning. And taking a look at temperatures today, over the next 3 days, we're not going to see much. Just breaking these down quick for you. Heading into Monday, Tuesday, really not a whole lot of change, but Wednesday, that's where we're going to start to see some increasing clouds, slightly cooler temperatures in the afternoon, so we're starting that trend more noticeably cooler by Thursday. And that colder air has to get here somehow, so wind gusts on Wednesday are going to be in that 30 to 45 mile an hour range, strongest across the Snake Plain. But other than that, just helping to bring in those stronger winds with colder temperatures. And by Thursday, noticeably cooler now. So we're looking at overnight lows, 20s and 30s, afternoon highs in the 40s and 50s. This will be the coldest we've been for quite some time. So if you remember that system we had back in mid-September, this will be kind of a repeat of that, and funny enough, around the exact same time frame. So hopefully we increase our frequency of storms more than once a month, but this is at least kind of an analog back to that one. And wind gusts on Thursday, it's still going to be pretty breezy out there, gusts about 30-45 miles an hour, again strongest across the Snake Plain. And by Friday, widespread below freezing conditions are expected, the coldest morning so far this fall, with afternoon highs barely struggling to get above 50 degrees here in eastern and central Idaho. And then taking a quick look at precipitation amounts, overall not a whole lot of change there. Still looking at about 1/10, 2/10 of an inch, all the way up to 1/4 to a half inch across some of our highest elevations. And of course, the bigger thing we'll be focusing on snow. So rain, you guys can handle that, but we'll focus on snow. Potential for some slippery conditions out there, especially during the overnight hours, Thursday into Friday. But other than that, just a chance for a trace or more. As you can see in the Snake Plain, not a whole lot of concern there. Generally going to stay less than about a 20% chance of seeing accumulating snow across our lowest elevations, but much higher as you get into the higher terrain, generally above 5,000 to 6,000 feet into the high country. And above an inch of snow, best chances will shift up to places like Stanley, Island Park, and Driggs, down towards Soda, not seeing as much potential elsewhere. And 4 inches or more, that looks like it's going to be contained to the higher elevations, generally above that 8,000 to 9,000 foot mark, and especially in western Wyoming, looks like they're going to get the brunt of the snow, over 4 inches on these probabilities. and our expected snowfall. So again, not a whole lot of change there from yesterday. Still looking at about a trace to a couple inches for the mountains, locally higher in that 3 to 4 inch range. And western Wyoming, a little bit colder, more precipitation, higher snow totals out there. And bumping it up to the 90th percentile, so only a 10% chance of achieving higher snow totals than this. Only bumps up the snow in the Snake Plain to about a trace to an inch and a little bit higher into the high country. But overall, not expecting a season-ending event for our fire season, unfortunately, but certainly a step in the right direction when it comes to widespread precipitation and much colder temperatures. And taking a quick look here at the outlooks, I'll break down the upper level pattern here for you over the next couple of weeks. So there's that low in the Gulf of Alaska as it continues to work southeast. European model on your left, GFS on the right. That trough's going to dig south and amplify that ridge further to the east. So equally impressive ridge, equally impressive trough. Those are going to collide heading into early next week, and the weight of that trough on the western side will provide enough weight to kick that ridge further east, and so that'll be giving us our shot at precipitation. But as you can see, that moves on shore generally around that Tuesday night into Wednesday time frame and drives that cold front through here Wednesday into Thursday over the northern Rockies, and widespread precipitation, cooler temperatures for Friday. But as you can see, that trough ends up seeing a splitting solution there on the GFS. European kind of keeps it all together there up in Canada, but you can see the overall model trend is bringing in that ridge behind it. So we'll see if we can get some moisture working over top of that ridge from the Pacific behind that exiting system heading into the weekend. But at least the latest forecast keeps things returning to, if not seasonably dry conditions, heading into the weekend. And 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, we broke down those temperatures. There's that 6 to 10 day signal. So below normal temperatures across all of the Gem State and northern Rockies. And 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook as that trough develops and swings on through our area, while above normal precipitation is favored in our neck of the woods and also a big swath of the plains and northwest. 8 to 14, that's where you're starting to see that signal for that ridge building in. So temperatures trending back to near normal to slightly above normal levels in the 8 to 14 day period. And with respect to precipitation, again, that signal I was telling you about, moisture working over top that ridge feature, may end up seeing that play out here. We'll have to see exactly how the models handle behind that big system. Usually they're not as concrete as far as nailing down the specifics once we have a big system like that. But we'll be tracking the latest here, so stay tuned if we can keep that active weather pattern going as we round out October. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Sunday and stay safe out there.